Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I'm Gypsy Girl, and we're here to do another lesson for today. I thank you so very much for showing up and selecting my clip. I hope that the lesson does apply to you, and if it doesn't, then that's okay. It'll come around and apply to you one day. There's no comments at this time, simply because it's a lesson. You take it or leave it, and if you'd like to pass it on, I'll be grateful. If you want to discuss the lesson, if it does affect you in a certain way, you should just send me an email. See my email address in the description box, and we could do a reading. I didn't put one lesson out yesterday, not for lack of trying. I made quite a few attempts, and for some reason the system would not accept this lesson. I don't know what happened. Anyway, I'm not discouraged. I guess I just needed a little bit of reality that things can go the way we don't really want them. So I checked in with my reality. So I'm still very excited. A little tired today, but thank you, Spirit, for protecting us, keeping us safe. What is the lesson for the collective today? Thank you, Spirit. What is the lesson for the collective today? What is the lesson for the collective today? Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Well, we have a tower. I had my tower yesterday. No, just kidding. So we're in the tower, and the lesson. Oof, this is vast. Well, let's just look at the card for a second. It's a higher arcana, so it's Spirit doing all the work, and this happens when we've done everything that we can do as humans, and then Spirit takes over and says, okay, my turn. You've done what you can. You don't want to let go, so I need to show you that you need to let go, and I'll take it from you. That's one way of looking at it. A culmination of things have to bring a tower down. It's not just one thing. It could be one thing that's going on and on and on and not changing. Circumstances don't change, and then that's when it's time for it to change. The tower will come crashing down. The lesson that the tower could bring is where you are placed. Is it falling on you or falling around you to let you go on to greater and better things? Either way, you are affected. If it's you that's bringing down the tower, or if it's someone else bringing down the tower, we are all affected. I mean, it's inevitable. This is bigger than us. And it is in the time now. See, we have it's linked to action oriented. You know, you're doing something, and that's a good thing. Even if what we're doing is wrong to bring down the tower, it's still a good thing that action is being taken. Because it is in the passivity that we lose our way, when we just sit back and watch or wait. Let's see what the tool is. Okay, so the Seven of Pentacles as a tool. Let's see. Tower is crashing down because of what took place in the past. Now, that's what, you see, that's what we don't get or click to. in some cases where we think the tower happens in the moment. No, the tower had to be built on a foundation to begin with, and the foundation is crumbling, and that's why the tower is falling. So whatever was built up on a foundation that was not stable to hold, then of course it's going to come crashing down. It's not like a natural catastrophe that takes place on a building that is solid, with an earthquake will just rupture it simply because it is nature that's causing the earthquake and not man. It's not the same. The tool is the Seven of Pentacles. So this Seven of Pentacles is a representation of projects, things that we've done. You know, again, it's action oriented by the Pentacles. So this is work that we've done, that we've invested ourselves and time and energy into, and the tower is coming down because either what we've done was based on a whim or not planned out properly and things didn't come to fruition. So we now have to scrap everything and start fresh. That's one way of looking at it. So if you have projects that are simultaneously, you start up and then you're blocked for some reason, that's spirit giving us the know-how, the insight that we need to change the way we're doing something. Or it could just be that we have to wait for the right time. Again, the tower comes down like in the moon. It's got a timing attached to it. At some point, if you started something in the retrograde, for example, because we're in a Mercury retrograde, before the completion of your project could occur, the retrograde may end, and then your project will have to be shelved, or it'll be ruined completely. That's an example of the tower coming down on projects, right? If it is a question of a relationship where you've invested over years, over months even, and you're finding that you can't seem to connect, or for some reason you're stuck, because this is a card that measures stuckness as well, eh? It's yes, it's a slow growing process, but at some point it could mean that we're not moving anywhere. Wheels are stuck in the mud for some reason. Something is not working, and you can't seem to bring to fruition or get to the next level of your commitment. For example, you just started out and you like each other, but somehow work just doesn't allow you to spend enough time together, and you feel like you're drifting apart. Well, that's when the tower would come in. And because you're trying, you're doing every effort that you can, but dates are ruined or delayed, or there's always a reason. Maybe there's children involved. You're trying to blend families. There's always something that keeps this relationship from actually moving forward. And you've been trying tediously. And that's when Spirit says, okay, you guys, no. You're not supposed to be together for whatever reason. And boom, tower comes in and you guys just fade out or split or just take a decision one day, because that's how it comes, and you just decide, no, we're not together anymore. It's just an example. So fit it to your situation. Here we have the gift. Sorry, I keep jumping ahead. What Spirit is doing. Again, self-love, the Ace of Cups. He's giving us. This is what Spirit is bestowing on us. We're waking up in the morning and we're finding out that we love ourselves. That's Spirit giving us the advantage, or the vantage point, if you'd like, to help us learn this lesson along with the tool. The tool here is to recognize that things are not working out and the tower has to come down. What Spirit is doing is giving us that sense of understanding. This is like the know-how here. This is where we see the logic in, I need to do this for me. I need to take my projects. I need to take my relationships in another direction because it's not working for me. It's like the know-how. Okay, this Ace of Cups, it's all about the self, giving to the self, taking for the self, destroying the disturbances around what we want to do for our inner peace, our inner love, right? So we can extend and grow love and get the other 9 cups through our work. We need to bring down this tower. We need to say or do something. In this case, it's about love here. We need to extend our self-love. We need to extend love in general for the work that we're doing that will make a big change in our life. The tower coming down. Oh my. The 6 of Cups. That is the gift. Unconditional love. Now we have 7 of Cups. We have 2 7s. So this is going to be a bit of a difficult ride. Yeah. And at the bottom of the deck, we have our Wheel of Fortune. So this is coming from the past. Recognition of love. Here we have our darling Hercules down on one knee, giving reverence to the goddess, which would be Venus, and all of his experiences of love he has accumulated. He's down on one knee, holding on to his club, getting ready to go back out into that fight for love. He brings us the echo, that resounding give and take of unconditional love, because this is true love here. This is true love. And for it to be a gift, it means that we are completely changing. This tower coming down, everything is brand new at the end, when the smoke and the dust dissipate. Things that we've been working on, all the love that we put into what we have done, it will come. Something from the past, maybe someone. It's romantic. It's very emotional. So things from the past are coming around now and will be either coming to fruition or being destroyed. Because you see, this is where the tower, it divides. It's either it's falling down and breaking up, or it's falling away so that you can be free and do for you and go into the future without what was bombarding or delaying or disturbing what you love doing. It's like forgiveness and openness and readiness to go into a new endeavor, a new relationship. Okay? Money and love come into balance here. We have 6 and 1 makes 7. We have another 7. This is life changing. The 7s are like turning corners, where you go off into a whole new direction. The Wheel of Fortune is, when this comes up, even at the bottom of the deck, when it comes up, it's your time. It's the timing is right. And now we have the eclipse season going on, and we have moons coming into phases. So the timing is based on your birth chart and your effort and your love, your capacity to love. Changing direction by applying to what you hold valuable. Apply your love to that. Apply your love to yourself to begin with. If it's a question of forgiveness, then you're opening yourself up to be able to forgive or be forgiven where this tower is concerned. Let's see what's under there. Wow, fresh new start. This is good. There was an injustice. There was an injustice. Libra, balance, upside down. And then the Six of Wands for victory. And then the Eight of Wands. See? Work. Goes in sequence. So the tower is coming down to free us up and help us become more. Express more. Open ourselves up more. If it's a question of a personal tower where you've been inside, introverted, you've been hiding out all winter, and now it's spring and it's time to burst forward with your plans and your ideas, and you just decide, that's it, I'm doing it now. That's your tower coming down, because Spirit has empowered you with that self-love and giving us that ability to be open and reverent and want to give back because of the love that we have inside. Because that's what he's doing here, right? He's giving back everything that he got, that he's fought for. He's giving it back, almost as if it's free of charge. Here, take everything I have, because I'm going out to fight to get some more. And that is the love that rotates. You see that wheel here turns around? This is what brings us. That kind of attitude brings us to the top of the wheel. Okay? Let's see what the oracle message. I'm a little skeptical about my camera, so I'm just going through. I don't seem to come across as very enthusiastic. It was a little bit of a shock, which is what this does. But I'm gonna hold on to my Wheel of Fortune and think that, yeah, my time is coming. And we should think like that. Ooh, okay. Oh, she's back. The Flower Crown. Wear your power proudly and unapologetically, for it is your birthright and it is eternal like the soul. So you see, this card is it's like the Hangman. It's a 12. So when this card comes up, it's things are hard, things have been difficult, or you're going through a rough spell, and it's been a rough spell for a while, depending on your situation. And it just lets us know that things are coming. This tower coming down, it is devastating to say the least, but it depends on your circumstance. You may just feel like a little depressed, or you may feel just a bit of anger, or you may just feel out of sorts, you know, like I did yesterday. I felt like I had a tower going on. My whole plan of being able to put this out was crushed a little bit yesterday for me. But I'm not giving up, and that's the point. That's what Flower Crown here represents. I mean, we work so hard that we don't know. We don't have a guarantee. Just because we show up to work doesn't mean it's going to be the best thing for us. We need to work. We need to function. We need to do. We need to be active. But sometimes we get blockages. And those blockages are heavy. They're heavy. And here, hand fasting. This is good. This is where this love comes in. I'll just read it. Hand fastings. 17, it's like destiny, the star. The pulse through all that I am. No hidden form is left untouched. I am willing, I am risking, for I yearn for unity spilled lusciously upon my lips. Again, the love. You see, here these two girls, they're friends, and they're holding each other's hand, because here they're bound because of friendship, because of that love, that ability to share and give and exchange and support, especially in a time of a tower when things are going rough. You know, we look for support where we can find it. And if we are alone, then trust. Trust in that love, that self-love. Give it to yourself. You've earned it. You've worked for it, regardless of what your projects are turning into. If they're failing, if they're succeeding, the fact is you put the work in, and that is everything. Sometimes Spirit has to break everything up so that we could understand this is not for us. As much as we put our heart and soul into something, it wouldn't take fruition to bring us our success. It was just an exercise that life had to give us so that we could now free ourselves and become something different, because it is our time. It is our time. Those of us who are receiving this lesson and feel a connection, the Wheel of Fortune is here for you. Not just me, but everyone who is connecting with themselves on an inner basis, and extending that unconditional love in what they work hard for. And let the tower come down. Have faith that it will free you if you are in a feeling bound. Okay? I thank you for the opportunity to put this out there, and that you appreciate. If you'd like a reading, please send an email to the email address in the description box, and like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you won't miss my next lesson. Love and light.